So,
if I just hold on to the safety bar, I think I'll be fine.
That should be it.
Which one are you going with? Four of my friends.
all right, Ashburn fans, the game before. Looks like I got a couple people on the stream, so it's actually working. Boys are ready to take the ice. It's a little odd the way they're doing this tournament. They zam the ice every 2 periods or something like that, so they play potentially 2 periods on dirty ice. Oh wait, no, that's right. Anyway, they examine not. So they get to play 2 periods on dirty ice, and then they examine, so the 3rd period is clean ice. Something like that. Hopefully the streams. I tried to do a few test streams. It looked like it was. Pretty. I'm going off rink Wi-Fi. There's no 4G here. There's very poor reception inside this steel building. So, did a few tests with the audio quality. We'll see how it works. Unlike Xtreme and Periscope, I think if you guys type things in the chat, they actually stay up on the screen a little bit longer, so I might be able to see them. We got a shot of our. Oh, can't really see if she's standing in the dark. Our illustrious team manager. Wasn't too happy about that. Power of the camera. Luke should be in goal, and he's warming up there. He's very excited about playing West Dundee. We're 1-1 last year against West Dundee. They crushed us in Chicago, and then I think we beat them in Providence, if I remember right. Which is entirely possible I don't, since I can't remember anything. I've heard variously that they're the number 2 team in the country. Someone said earlier they're the number 3 team in the country. I'm not sure how those rankings are determined, but they're highly regarded. Of course, the team that we played this morning is not part of that rankings because they were allegedly a AAA team. Good shot here of the West Dundee team. Trying to experiment about where is the best place to sit to get connectivity. I don't know that I've achieved it, but this is going to have to do. And we are about to get started here. This exciting game. Lucas getting that butterfly stretch going while Armand is shuffling around aimlessly with the puck bag, waiting to do his job. The backup goalie to fish the pucks out of the net. That's
It's an action photo.
action pose by Keith Noda. Jumping in front of the camera. We got the other parents kind of shuffling, taking their seats. One of the things that was different, some of you may recall, I used to stream on YouTube last year, and if the stream dropped, I would then have to quick send out a new link. So I've got new software that should allow me, if the stream does drop for some reason, which, as you all know, does happen, just stay on the stream. I will, as soon as I can restart it, I can connect back to the same stream. And I think you just get a little spinning wheel or something while I'm not sending live data. All right, we are about to drop the puck. I'll stop rambling, and Zach will take the first face-off. Tim and Will on wing. Spencer and Greg out there. Spencer took a hard hit, had to go to the hospital, get an MRI. The doctor cleared him to play, but he's a little iffy. If he's the slightest injured, they're going to pull him, is what I heard from his mom. She seemed a little uneasy about it, but Spencer was eager to play. Zach with face-off again. Zach wins it, hands it off to Will. Will ices it. It ends up going, I think, farther than he intended as it rolled. They don't call icing because the West Dundee players got there. Zach battles it away. Oh, maybe not. Zach and... oh, man, these guys are playing rough out there. Tim came in from the other side. They're battling along the boards, trying to get possession of that puck. Zach dumps it back down into behind the net. West Dundee will take it around. They flick it way high in the air. Spencer gloves it out. And there's a shot. It's off the post and it comes back out. We got a little bit lucky there. Spencer sends it around up to Will. Will tries to send it. It gets it out of the zone. They're going to dump it back in. Landon coming off the bench. Put some gas on. Putting some nice moves, but then he whiffs it. Goes back, gets it again. He ends up with behind the net. Loses the puck. West Dundee's going to recover it. One of his teammates, I think somebody with the 3 on a jersey, drove in. Oh, no, that was Brody. Took a shot, deflected by the goalie. Landon battling for it behind the net again. Comes across. West Dundee's going to move to the offense. Bobby trips him up. The referee is just standing in the wrong place. We managed to get it out of the zone. They have to come off. Pass back. Charlie. We have to come off. West Dundee has a chance to regroup. Charlie's putting some pressure. They try to pass it up, and Joey intercepts it. Pass it back to Shane. Shane back to Joey. Joey can't get there in time. West Dundee's going to pick it up in their own backfield. They're coming up. Pressure from behind by Jack. Shane gets it away. Loose shot right in front of Luke. Oh! He stopped it, and then it got rebounded out, and they got it on the rebound. Shake it off, Luke. He was trying hard to cover. Didn't quite get the cover. All right, try to send the... I tried to send the score in chat so it would show up on the screen, but it tells me message could not be sent. I don't know how that works. It does say connected to chat, so maybe I can't see chat messages after all. West Dundee flicks it out from behind the net. They try again, and Joey gets it away. Tries to send it across. Does send it across. I thought he was going to get intercepted. Jack picks it up on the far side. Long wrister from the from the boards, and their goalie will cover. Play will stop. Score is 0-1. Ashburn is down, but there is 11 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first period, so we got plenty of hockey left to go. Greg, cross to Spencer. Spencer drives in, takes it right into the zone. Loses an edge, goes down. Unfortunately, doesn't hit anything. Zach's right there at the point, filling in for him. West Dundee's got it. They're trying to get it down. They get past Will. Greg sends it hard. Tim picks it up right in front of us. Hands it off to Zach. West Dundee flicks it back in. Greg around the boards. Up to Tim again. He tries to pass it to Zach. Doesn't quite get there. Gets intercepted. Tim's got to do it a third time. Puts the gas on. Goes up the edge. This time he waits to get across the blue line before he tries to send it across. West Dundee takes it away. They're back behind the net. Back and forth. Greg's looking around. Trying to figure out which player to attack. They look at the center. Luke's scrambling. Greg. Penalty on Greg, I think. Yep, he's heading to the box. And we will have our first penalty kill of the game. Cross-checking, I believe. Charlie took the face off. Bobby ends up with it, sends it to Brody. Brody in the corner. Flicks it around the boards. Shane sends it. Tries to get it out of the zone. Player at the point stops it. West Dundee uses the man advantage to pass it. Their player whiffs it. Has to go back and try again. They tried to line up a shot, just could not get anything off. Defense was just hard. Luke out of position, gloved it. It's being interfered with. He's way out of position and he's recovered. They could not get a second shot off. Luke's back. Still working that man advantage. Shot deflected. Bobby Cisneros, I think, got the deflection there. And Charlie single-handedly long wrister from the blue line. Still 53 seconds left in the penalty kill. West Dundee's going to come in. They're coming in full throttle. Mason just sticks it away from him as the guy's trying to come in the slot. Loses a stick in the process, but he recovered it. Nice little backhanded pass there. Drop pass. Shot deflected high. Defense is just on fire here. First, we are still down a point, so maybe not that much on fire. West Dundee using that man advantage well. They're passing. Landon just doing what he can to get interfere there. Got it away. No penalty on that one. Kyle coming in, help. He kept it back behind the net. Mason, Luke's got it. Covered it. Whew. It's an exciting game. Alright, puck's behind the net, off the face-off. West Dundee sends it out to point. Long shot, and Luke's like totally baffled. He thought he had it. I think it was maybe 5-hole. Score will be 0-2. I think he thought he had it. It didn't have that much speed on it. Just snuck through somehow. West Dundee obnoxiously fist bumping all their players on the bench. 8 minutes, 36 seconds left. Both teams at full strength. Brian takes the face off. Paul puts some gas on. Drives into the zone. Nice cross. Centering pass. Jack tried to get a stick on it. Got past him. Bobby backhands it past out of there. This pass across. Shot. Luke sticks it away. Alright, pass up to Paul. Paul puts gas on. Shot but deflected high and wide. Brian behind the net. Paul's fighting for it. Brian fades back. Brian swings around to the other side. Jams a stick in there trying to get it out. Scramble. Puck squirts out. And West Dundee has it. They're going to send it back and forth. Nice passing as they move. Spencer just slaps it out of the zone. West Dundee has to come off. There's the offsides call. One of their players just took a swing at it. Maybe he meant to do that. Zach takes a face off. Tim and Will, I think. Tim comes up with the face-off. Fuse tries to send it down. It's West Dundee hits it down far, bouncing around the boards. Tim gets it from behind, goes down. He pops right back up. Greg gets it up to and out. I was trying to send it to Will. Just Will didn't get a stick on it. At least it got out of the zone. Zach sends it along the boards, bounces off somebody's stick up high. Tim picks it up on the far side. He's going to drive in. Hits it well wide of the net. Sort of bounce. I'm not sure if he missed the net or if he was just trying to get it back behind there so they had chances to get some help. Slapped long and rolling. West Dundee will pick it up behind their net. Zach's nearby, getting ready to put pressure on. They try to pass it long and miss their own player. Shane will pick it up, sends it long, back up to Landon. Landon taps it to Zach. Zach tries to pass it up to Charlie? I think that was Charlie coming in. Brody. Brody puts it in. Wrapped around behind the net, snuck it past the goalie. The score will be 1-2 Ashburn. That's always good. Part of my son's commentary was just how much better the team plays once there's a point up on the board. Feel like they're in this thing. 1 point game is plenty close. Score is 1-2. Ashburn is down but not defeated. 6 minutes left in the first period. Both teams at full strength. Suddenly, everybody's looking excited. I think it was Brody tried to pass it up back to Craig. No, I'm sorry, Mason. It's Mason at the point. All right, West Dundee tries to get it centered. We managed to get out of the zone. They have to stall for a bit. And putting pressure on him the whole way. I think that's Charlie doing a beautiful job. Puck came along the boards to Kyle. Somehow got a shot sent across. Mason's going to send it. Joey taps it, stops up there, it's bouncing across, coming to Landon. Landon backhands it and passes it up. Charlie picks it up in the zone. Cross to Joey, who tries to get a shot off. Oh, that was a beautiful play. Try to backdoor it. Didn't quite work, but that's what we're looking for. Mason trying to deflect it. West Dundee does a nice cross through Luke's paint and just kicks it away with his toe. Brian puts some gas on, fires it. Goalie deflects it away. Brian backhands it to his teammate. That's Paul coming in off the bench. Two of them scrambling. Lots of pressure from West Dundee. I think that's still Joey out there. All right, West Dundee has to get past Bobby. He's going to successfully keep him back to the corner. And when they try to center, he just slaps it away. Shane sends it back the other way around. Bobby stops it. Paul gloves it down, hits it up to Joey. Joey will drive in. Brian there to help him. Tries to center it to Brian, but West Dundee got a stick on it. And we're going to switch directions again. West Dundee, nice cross. Shot, Luke deflects it up just into the little crack between the glass and the safety net. And the puck comes down on the other side. Play will stop. Could do that one again if you tried. Although it happens all the time. Never on purpose. Zach takes the face off. Shot wide of the net. Greg backhands it up to Will. West Dundee gets it. Shot. Luke deflects it. Spencer sends it long. Could be icing. Yep, that'll be icing. 3 minutes 59 seconds left in the first period. Score is 1-2. Ashburn's down. But definitely still in it against this very highly regarded team. Zach takes the face off. Greg came up with it. Zach, stick on it. Greg got it past him. West Dundee just snuck it past Luke. Just sniped him. And that will make the score 1-3. We're still in it. These guys are tough. That was a quick shot. Some of Luke's teammates coming back, give a little consolation pat. All right. Charlie will take the face off. It's going to get hit back to Mason. Pressure all the ways. Shot, and it's in again. It's going to be 1-4. They're pulling Luke, putting Armand in. That feels a bad moment, but coach talked to him. Happens, you don't have a good day. Shot, well wide of the net. Sometimes just, as I point out, changing the goalie is less about the goalies than about the other players. And when you're let in 4 goals in the first period, Brian, shot, goalie will glove it. Three minutes, 14 seconds left in the first period. Zach takes the face off. Icing against West Dundee. Send it back down. Two minutes 58 seconds left in the first period. Probably hard to see the scoreboard from here. This resolution, I don't know. Zach lines up in the face-off. Tries to do his patented spin move. Doesn't quite work, I don't think. West Dundee comes up with it behind their net. Sends it up along the boards. They dump it to the corner. It's rolling. Kyle got a stick on it. West Dundee got a shot off right into Armand's chest. Tim's got it now, sending it over to Will. step up a little bit. There's a lot of scrambling right in front of that net. Puck squirts out. All right, Mason. Pressure on. Manages to get the puck. Zach dumps it. Landon's going to go chase it. He might even get there in time. He does. Landon single-handedly in the corner, waiting for his teammates. West Dundee turns it around. We're going to shift to defense. Offsides. Score is 1-4. 1 minute, 42 seconds left in the first. Charlie Samber took the face-off, taking it. West Dundee comes up with possession afterwards. They send it long, get it right through Bobby's legs, I think. And Shane throws his stick. I don't think he meant to throw a stick, but they're going to a penalty on him. I think he just was reaching and lost his grip on it. Referees are conversing, trying to decide what to. They're discussing the rules, apparently. Referees are thinking about that one hard. And certainly the referee seemed to be like covering his mouth while he was talking, like he doesn't, you know. All right, the referee is explaining to the scorekeepers, timekeepers, I guess how many minutes to put on the clock. So it looked to me like he was reaching with his stick, trying to get to the puck. He lost his grip on it, dropped it, and stick slid forward. The puck was then kind of deflected by the stick sliding across the ice. It certainly could have looked to someone like he deliberately like slid his stick to prevent a shot or something. All right, 2 minutes on the clock. Armand deflects, then sticks away. Spencer sends it around. Jack tries to get it out. Jack again. This time does get it out. West Dundee's going to send it across. Just as they get clear of the ice. Armand sticks it away. As the guy gets there, he goes down hard to the boards, hits his head. I think Armand's lost his stick in the process. Trying to, I'm sure, not to let it rattle him. He sticks behind the net. One of the players hands him a stick. That was Spencer. Spencer blocks it with his skate. Spencer kicks it. Brian dumps it. These guys are... Spencer's going to head to the bench. Armand tosses the stick away, goes back and gets the stick. You may not know that that's actually not legal, but play is stopped. You can't move a stick if you dropped it unless it's yours. I've learned that painfully before, but... Alright, West Dundee has that man advantage for about another minute. There's actually less time than that left in the period. They take a shot, deflects off of Kyle. Looking for that shot, pass to the center. Long shot. I think Armand deflected it down and away. Shot, Armand. Stop the first one, they got a rebound with 7.9 seconds left in the first period. It's always tough. Eight seconds left. Score is 1-4. Got a little bit of a bigger hole to dig out of. Zach will take the face off. Tries to do his. I'm not sure if he tried to do the spin, but he definitely did the kick. Will got it, hit it back into the, and time will run out. Actually, so it's 1-5. My mistake. Boys are all coming off because they will zam the ice. They're all mad. Well, they're not all mad. Some of them are mad. Disappointing first period.
Nobody feels sorry for you.
Beautiful coaching. We don't always get to see that. So, promotional consideration for this game brought to you by Feels Bad Moments. Feels Bad Moments, that's when the puck goes in the back of the net. Additional support provided by Zamboni, or some company like Olympia that makes machines that do kind of what Zambonis do. Support for this game provided by Kona Grill, where most of us ate a late afternoon meal. Either a late lunch or an early dinner, depending. Probably was what ruined everyone. Service was slow. It's an actual licensed Zamboni. How about that? So I got 3 or 4 people watching the stream according to this app that I'm using. Hopefully it's working. It says I should see comments, but when I tried to send a comment, it didn't work. So we'll have a break while we do a nice cut. I think I might take this opportunity to, I don't know, what should I do? Should I stop and see if I can test the stream? Or just leave it running. It'd be nice to get some feedback that this was working properly. So I had, I think about 8 or 9 people watching the stream this morning, so quite possibly some people didn't get the message that I'm trying something different. Depending on how this works, I might stick with this. Of course, there's always Live Barn, so if it's not working, of course, the upside of watching on Live Barn is you don't get my commentary. The downside is you can't really tell what the hell's happening. Luke was commenting earlier, it's one of the things about being a goalie. When you're winning, He says there's a tendency to say something to the effect of, well, it's so good that you were in goal. If the other goalie had been in there, we wouldn't have won. And when you're losing, there's a tendency to say, if we'd had the other goalie. So, connectivity brought to you by the Franklin Park Ice Arena. It's not the best, but it seemed like it was working okay. Do you have any commentary on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rate your pain? It's good?
Yeah.
Alright, so I got a feedback that the video's good. Well, that's good to know. I may have to do some additional testing to figure out if the how to fix the comments in the Streamlabs app. Video today brought to you by YouTube and Streamlabs. Streamlabs is a fun little app, both for desktop PCs and for mobile devices, that since it's not the YouTube client itself, does not impose limitations that you have to have 1,000 subscribers. Now, it turns out I now have 1,000 subscribers, but for whatever reason, when I try to stream with YouTube mobile app, it still doesn't let me and says I don't have enough subscribers. So, I'm not sure what's up with that, but we're found this other nice app. It does have some nice features where you can add little logos, so hopefully little Ashburn logos in the corner. I was trying to figure out how to add a score display earlier today, but that may take some addition. I'm not even sure if that's possible. I thought it'd be a nice feature to add. Just putting it in the comments would be nice if that worked. And apparently that's possible in theory because the app has the feature to do it, but for some reason it's not working for me. And of course, the Streamlabs app, I believe, was originally developed for Twitch, different streaming platforms some of you may be familiar with. It was primarily developed for video gaming. I think it was also somehow there's some, I think it's like a Streamlabs is a fork of the OBS, Open Broadcasting System or software, something like that. Open source, originally Linux-based streaming solution, now multi-platform. Maybe it was always multi-platform. So I think Streamlabs took over OBS, made a improved version of it. But it was called like Twitch Stream or something before they made it Streamlabs. I learned this today. Not that important. First time I ever tried to stream a hockey game, I tried to stream it on Twitch. My son was using Twitch a lot at the time for whichever computer game he was playing. Probably Minecraft. Might have been Fortnite or Overwatch or Destiny. He's gone through all those phases. He's actually back to Minecraft of late. Specifically plays on some high-pixel server. I think I didn't know at the time that you could stream on YouTube from a mobile device. Coach doing the careful shuffle across the freshly zammed ice. Alright. Here come our players. I think they're going to wait. I think they have to wait for Zamboni to be done. Coach is out there just waiting. Zamboni's got about 2 more passes. I wonder how it changes the dynamics to have this, these kids are used to having 30-second breaks between the periods, just about, compared to the pros who have 20-minute breaks. Here they are in the stairwell, packed like a bunch of sardines. Just sitting around beating each other with sticks. Alright, Zamboni is done. Refs putting the nets back on the pegs. Auxiliary coaching by Guillermo.
Guys, you got this. We're all fireball throwing wizards. Guillermo has spoken into existence. Guys, you got this. We're all fireball throwing wizards.
All right. Other team is taking the ice, and here we go. They get a chance to warm up again. Tear up the ice. Cal does a nice job closing the door. He's such a good boy. I'm pointing out they're warming up down here, but they're actually going to play at the other end. Here, the coach. He shouted to Luke, so I guess they're going to put Luke back in net. Maybe. Don't know. We'll find out in a moment. Now, the game before this one, we walked in, at least I walked in, and the team was down 5-1. Kind of like we're down 5-1. And in the second period, they proceeded to bring it back to 5-5. And the third period, they, I think, went 6-6. And I think they lost in the last few seconds. I stopped paying attention to the score that last game. I'm still curious. I'm going to check the schedule later. It was Stephen White was wearing the same jerseys we played against this morning. It was all right. Luke's back in net. Charlie took the face off. Fresh ice, fresh legs. Kyle's going to go chase it behind the net. It's going to come around. Thought they were briefly going to get it out there. There's a nice centering pass through the cross. They shoved Landon, knocked him down. I think it was Landon. See the 8 of the jersey. Brody brought it in. Charlie got a shot, deflected by the goalie. Brody's trying to get there. Mason keeps it in briefly, keeps it in again. Charlie chases to the corner, puts the brakes on, does some fancy work here. Referee's trying to get out of the way. Mason sends it back to Charlie. Goes right past him all the way around to Landon. Landon backhands it quick. Mason keeps it in. briefly, but he manages to hit it into the chest. Shot, Luke deflects. I think it was blocker shape, punches it away. It's in the corner. I think that's Paul, got it out briefly. Charlie heads to the bench. Long wrister to Paul, hands it off to Brian. Redis, I think he was just coming off the bench, rolls into the corner. Nice center, almost made it to the paint. West Dundee picks it up. They're going to come in fast. And their guy goes down the corner. It's fresh as ham dice, kind of throws people, I think, a little bit. Brian passed to Joey. Joey goes down. And there's a whistle. Against West Dundee, we will have power play. Looks like. Brian lines up the face-off. Joey chases it in. Gets there first. Nice job, centers it. Goalie deflects it up, shoots up high into the air. Brian picks it in the corner. Paul had it behind the net briefly. Brian tries to center and loses control of it. West Dundee will sweep pass. Greg sticked it away. Brian picked it up. Does a nice center up to Joey. Joey kind of gets a stick on it, but doesn't quite get control. And Greg, I think, nope, that's Paul. Greg was out there somewhere. West Dundee picks it up. They now have to get past Greg. Greg is going to box him into the corner. Does a nice job with it. Losing edges all over the place. Greg sends it long to Joey. Joey loses an edge, goes down. West Dundee sends it to their guy. They send it along. Luke just sticks it into the corner. Lets his teammates pick it up. Who can't get past somebody. Oh, that's Spencer. Joey in the corner. Backhands it. Gets up to their guy. Well, not intentionally up to the West Dundee player at the point, but that's where it went. Greg kicking, fighting, punching. Not really punching. Just trying hard to get the puck. Brian sends it long. Joey cross to Will. Will shot. Joey rebound. Second shot. Goalie saved them both. Long cross to the ice shot. Luke kicks it away. Nice job, Luke. Tim, I think that's Brody. Brody long cross to Will. Not that long. I'm sorry, it was not Brody. I was trying to figure out why that was, it wouldn't have been Brody back there. Or unlikely to be Brody. It was actually Shane. And icing. So we're going to come back and get a face-off right by the West Dundee net. Both teams back at full strength. Zach will take the face-off. Will comes up with possession. Slap shot from Bobby at the point. Will swoops in, back in the corner. Tim trying to poke it out of there. Scramble. West Dundee comes up with possession. Tim gets it away from him. And teammate, there's another. We'll try to get a shot off there. Just got deflected by the defense. All right, back up to Will. He pokes it into the zone. West Dundee gets possession, and they will send it long. Bobby races to get there in time before they get a shot off. There's a shot. Luke saved it. He's scrambling. It's behind his net, trying to figure out which side it's going to come out on. Scramble in the corner. Looks like West Dundee still has pretty good possession. Our guys are trying to poke it away. Scramble along the boards. I can't see who's tied up in that mess. There's about 3 blue jerseys and 2 white ones. Puck comes bouncing off the glass, and it's going to be an icing call. Both teams will take advantage of the break to do a line change. 10 minutes left in the second period. Score still 1-5. Ashburn is down. Looks back in net after being pulled briefly for the second half of the first. Officials talking with the West Dundee bench. Oh, they're yelling about the kid in the penalty box did not have his mask on. Or maybe it was that's their backup goalie. Ref didn't like that. Players going to be on the bench. They got to have their gear on. Shot. Luke will catch and hold. That was a slap shot from the point. Charlie with face off. Luke stopped one, tried to trap it. Somebody sticked away from him. It's going to come out in our favor a lot of ways. Charlie drives it in, can't get the shot off. It's going to come off the point. Mason can't get there. It's going to send it back in. We get off. Charlie was like racing out of the zone. Brody off the boards, behind the net, back to Charlie. Landon backhands it over behind Charlie. West Dundee gets it. They try to get it past Landon. Shot, Charlie, Sandberg right into the goalie's glove, but he doesn't hold it. Landon's chasing around. Kyle backhands it high up into the safety net, and play will stop. Whew. My mouth's tired, talking too much. Nine minutes exactly on the clock. Referees are skating in circles, trying to figure out where they're going to start play, I guess. It's like out of the blue line, in the blue line. Brian took the face off. Came back to Greg. Greg passed up to Jack. Jack off the boards in the corner. Around to Joey. Joey drops it to Spencer. Spencer tries to send along the boards. Dundee steals it from him. They try and get past him, and that doesn't work so great. He got the puck away and hands it off to his teammate. I think that was Greg. Puck comes sliding back here. Brian and Jack putting pressure on the backfield behind the net. Joey sweeps in, sends it over to the other side. Brian's going to get there first. Sends it back to Joey. It bounces off somebody's skate almost right into the slot. West Dundee's got it. They're going to drive onto the offense. Shot. Luke deflected like off his wrist or to, I don't know, it was an ugly save, but he got it. Shot. And they're going to count it. It's in. That'll put the score at 1-6. Looked like he saved it. I think he had an extra save in there. But Zach takes the face off. 8 minutes left in the second period. Long cross, West Dundee picks it up in their own zone. Sends it across. Long, their guy kind of misses the pass, but it's all right for them because somebody else swooped in to get it. Lots of folks scrambling there along the boards. Puck shoots out. West Dundee takes possession deep in their own zone. Sends a long pass up to one of their guys in neutral zone. Bobby putting pressure on him all the way back behind the net. He's got some speed. Passes up to his teammate at point. Takes a shot. Deflected by Tim, I think. Pass up to Will in neutral zone. West Dundee again has to get off. Long pass up to Tim. Shot. Pad save. Will tries to center it. West Dundee gets in there. Zach had a stick on it, put some pressure on, but their guide. Nice moves. Rotating. Luke sticks it away from the goal. It was kind of a half-ass shot. But he was paying attention. Sometimes those half-ass shots, I think, are the hardest ones. You're not expecting it. All right, nice steal by Tim, and Will dumps it in. Long pass. Kyle's racing to get there. Shot to Luke's shoulder. West Dundee gets a rebound and tries it again. I think it was Landon. Got the puck, handed it to Charlie. Charlie, defense got away from him. He handed it back to Landon, took a shot, goalie caught and held it. Five minutes, 47 seconds left in the second period. Score is Ashburn 1, West Dundee 6. Charlie will take the face-off. Hands it back to Landon. Landon back to Charlie. Shot. Goalie will catch and hold. Charlie will take the face-off again. This time West Dundee comes up with it after the face-off. Sends it up to their guy's point. Into the slot. Shot, Charlie. Rebound almost went to Landon. Couldn't quite get a shot off. West Dundee tries to get past Landon. Does get past Landon. Center. Charlie gets a stick on it. Skates it around. Looking for a pass. West Dundee got it away from him. It's back in Charlie's stick. I think that's Brody holding against the boards. Charlie's trying to poke it out of there. West Dundee's trying to poke it out. Managed to get it out. Their player sends it around hard. I think Brody gets there. Charlie putting some gas on. Tries to get it. I thought he was going to shoot it. He tried to center it. Probably a smart play. Maybe. Didn't really work. Too much pressure. West Dundee. Greg. Keeps it away from him. Passes it. They hand it up to Jack. Brian's there as well. Help out as soon as Jack needed it. Greg gets in the way of West Dundee guy with the puck. Shot wide of the net. They backhand it off. Spencer battling for it. I think that's Brian. Brian tries to send it to, I'm not sure who, hard across the net, or us across the ice. Net. Alright, it's along the boards, hard to see who's got it. They take a shot, it's off Luke's chest, over his shoulder. It does not go in. He's on his butt, trying to get back up while West Dundee. Alright, Paul, single-handedly. Shot, goalie will catch and hold. A good try. Zach takes the face off, tries to do the spin, hands it back. Bobby, wrister, bounces off the goalie's chest. I think that's Tim back to Will. Shane backhands it Will gets somebody collides with him, goes down. Back to Shane. Shane along the boards. Tim's trying to keep his feet. Nice cross from Bobby. They try to send it up. Shane keeps it in the zone. It's going to come out. Bobby from neutral ice sent it into the bench, I think. Play will stop. I'm going to put my butt down for a second. Here's the mismatched jerseys of the Bureau League filing in for the next game. Charlie takes face off. Landon dumps it in. Brody gets there just in time, hands it back to Charlie. They get battled 2-on-2 against the boards. West Dundee tries to get out, but I think Charlie just got a stick in there. Hands it off to Landon. And then Kyle kept it in briefly. Shot across Luke's paint, through the paint. Hit his pads, I think. Shot wide of the net. Bounces back. I think that's Landon. Not long to Charlie. Passes to Charlie. Charlie tries to get a shot off. Defense deflects it. Brody tries to send it around to Landon again, but hits the side of the net. Greg. Shot wide of the net. West Dundee passes it to Greg. Looks for a pass, but stalled a little too long. Defense came in and got in his way. Shot off Luke's pad. Greg hits it away. That's good teamwork there. I think that's Greg putting some pressure on. Puck hits the safety net. A little late whistle there. Spectator helpfully throws it back in. Score is still 1-6. Been holding here for a little bit. For a hot minute, as the kids say. I'm never sure what makes a minute hot. Brian takes the face off. Comes up to the point. West Dundee passes it around. They try to backhand it. Luke's still scrambling. Brian puts some pressure on the corner. Spencer coming in to help. Greg from the other side. Greg's got the puck. He's going to send it hard along the rails. The guy at the point tries to slap it. It's bouncing in front of the net. Luke shoves it away. They're going to try that one again. This time he tries to pass it. Luke sticks it away as they try to center it into the slot. Hard along the rails. A lot of back and forth. Come on, we got to get this thing out of there. Greg, Brian, he's got it behind the net. Tries to send it. West Dundee gets in his way. Spencer, there's a I think deferred penalty. I think on Spencer. Possibly Brian. See who? Oh, no, I think it's Spencer. 13 seconds and 7/10 left in the second period. From my slightly unsteady camera work, you can probably tell I again left the gimbal in the hotel room after the discussions with the official and coach. He's not happy about the penalty. Alright, Zach took the face off. West Dundee passes, shoots. Luke blocks it away. And it's going to be long. Whistle for icing, but the period will end. We have 1:47 left in the penalty kill. This time they will not examine the ice, I believe. So this will be a short break. So we go into third period, 5 points down. Well, I wish I had more clever commentary. The team's playing pretty well, but West Dundee was predicted to be very tough. And that prediction has proven to be fairly accurate. It's neat how well this West Dundee team just passes. I mean, I think Ashburn passes pretty well, but as they're moving down the ice, they're just constantly moving it back and forth. We don't do that too much. Plus, they're just fast. All right. Zach trying to get it away there. Bobby as well. Shane. I think Luke got a save in there briefly. West Dundee still using that man advantage. As you may recall, we're on a penalty kill. That was Bobby, tried real hard, got a stick on it, tried to get it out of the zone. This time he does. West Dundee forced to regroup in neutral zone. Gave us a chance to do a few personnel changes. .45 more seconds on the penalty kill. They try to center it. Bounces off Luke's stick high into the air to the far side of the ice. Kyle has got possession. He will get out of the zone and past the other players. And he will go chase it. There will be an icing if he just held it for a few more seconds. You can see him swinging his stick, banging on the ice like he knows. He should have just skated a few more feet. He would have been past the red line. Or if he'd skated a little bit faster, could have gotten there. But he was skating pretty fast, so. Take what you can get. 7 more seconds left in the penalty kill. Brody will take the face-off. Is that Brody or Zach? Zach. I'm sorry. Shot wide of the net. Will comes up with it after it bounces back around. Landon backhands it back to Will. Will tries to backhand it to the net. Defense gets him in there. Will gets it away, and Bobby ends up hitting it into the ref's skates. A little pile up there on the boards, a scramble. Will's holding still. Puck squirts out. They're so pressed up against the boards for a bit. Landon passes up to Bobby. Bobby trying to do something fancy. I think he got a shot off, and it's in! It's in! Bobby and Landon. I think most of the credit goes to Bobby. Landon was there. He helped. Definitely assist. Score will be 2-6 with 12 minutes and clock's running. Shot way high up off the safety net. And they're not going to call that? Oh, there we go. They're running the clock, and there's like there's a running clock, and there's a lot of disagreement from some of the fans. They're screaming about it, whether or not that's supposed to be a running clock. All right, so that's Shane whiffs it. Bobby backhands it up to Landon. It's going to come back to Bobby. Bobby cross to Shane. Shane taps it up to Brody, I think. Brody cross to Charlie. Charlie through the paint. Landon isn't there in time to get the shot off. Scuffling back and forth. West Dundee comes up with it. Has to get past Shane and Bobby. They end up driving back behind the net. Tap it off the boards to their guy at the point. Sends it back. Charlie. West Dundee shot. Luke gloves it. I think it was wide of the net. But nice reflexes. Clock's still running. Fair amount of disagreement about that clock. Brian will take the face off. Both teams at full strength. Kyle sends it around. Jack backhands it up to Brian. Brian, they're a split second late. They get into the neutral zone. Jack fighting for it. West Dundee has to get past Mason. Can't do it. Bounces off his stick. Joey's got it. He sends it long cross to Jack. Jack flicks it down to the corner and then chases after it. He and Brian both get there about the same time. West Dundee's got it now. They got it away from him. They're going to shift to offense. Kyle looking for a chance to poke it away. Doesn't even need to. They just get ahead of it. And Brian had to stick on it there briefly. He had too much speed. Couldn't keep control. Mason cross to Kyle. Kyle up to Joey. Joey sends it. Late hit. It's going to be a penalty on that one. Luke's heading to the bench. There's your whistle. So, interference, I think. At some point I actually looked up, and for at least one brief weekend, I think when we were in Detroit, I actually learned all the too many men on the ice, but Tim was heading to the bench. He got confused. They're not going to call that one because he was heading to the bench. It wasn't part of the play. All right, West Dundee's got it, and Shane from behind gets it away. Oh, look at that! He gets back up on his feet. He lost his feet, got back out, took fucking first one there. Zach in the corner, hands it off to Tim. Tim tries to get into the paint. West Dundee's got it away. Bobby sticks it away from the guys. He tries to cross the blue line. Zach passes it up to Tim. Tim crossed to Will. Will can't get the shot off. Moving too fast. Hands it back to Bobby. Bobby crossed to Shane. Shane. Wrister. High. The goalie, I think, deflected it. Maybe hit him in the shoulder. Will gloved it out of the air. Sends it up to Bobby at the point. Cross to Shane. Shane tries to do something. Defense bops it. Ends up bouncing over to Bobby. So we're on a power play, if I didn't mention that. Bobby cross neutral ice. We're getting out. Will gets it past. Man Avenge is working for us, but maybe not enough. One of our players goes down. There's a scramble right by the net. We've still got possession. Bobby takes a shot. Their goalie's out of position. We're struggling here. Pass it back to Bobby. Their goalie's set again, of course, at this point. He passes it back to, I think that was Tim back there. Yeah, that's Tim. Tim to Will. Will over to Zach. Zach around the boards up to Bobby. He sends it back around the boards. Will picks it up behind the net. And they're going to send it up to try to get it out. They successfully get it out. Shane stops it. And we'll all head to the bench. Fresh legs racing out. Greg. Nice clean hit. Sends it around the boards. Charlie tries to do something. Can't get there. Can't keep control. West Dundee. Nice moves. Landon does something fancy. Hands it off to Brody. They're going to send it to neutralize. Greg will try and send it back. Spencer sticks it up. It'll West Dundee does something. Paul sends it off the boards. Dundee picks it up. Greg pass it up to Charlie. Greg heads towards the bench. Charlie's going to try to skate it in, do something. Backhands it to a player that's not there. Nice drop pass, but West Dundee's bringing it in. I think it's off Luke's face mask. Brian sends it up to Paul. Paul battling for it right here. Successfully gets possession, but can't hold it. A lot of back and forth there. Shot. Luke will catch it and hold it. Four minutes, 22 seconds, and counting since we're at the running clock. Score is 6-2. Paul comes off. Got too many men there briefly. Brian took the face off. Bobby comes up with it, hints it to Joey, taps it. Almost comes out. Guy at the point sends it back in. Bobby sends it around. Jack has it briefly. Brian gets it into neutral ice. West Dundee brings it around. Gets it around Bobby. Pass back and forth. There, guys in the corners there. Luke punches it away. They got a nice shot off. Blocker side. Brian gets it out, sends it up to Joey. Missed the reception. This pass is just not as crisp as one might like. Joey loses an edge again. Probably should have gotten his skates sharpened or something. I don't know. You know, this ice was pretty weird. We had, after they zammed it, which is so many falls. Bobby. Battle in the corner. West Dundee, long cross right in front of Luke's net. Sticks it away. Joey's going to chase it. West Dundee gets there first. Greg did a nice job sticking it away. They still got the shot off. Luke loved it and caught it and held it. 2 minutes, 39 seconds left and counting. The score is 2-6. Zach took the face off. West Dundee comes up with possession. Shot bounces off Spencer's skate. Greg sends it around. Tim will get there. Has the second to decide what to do. Hands it up to Zach. Zach lets it go to Will. There's a whistle on that one. I guess. Zach, spin move. Will ends up with possession. Puts some gas on. Tries to do something. Gets a shot. Goalie deflects it. Comes back to him. But he's off balance. West Dundee playing hard. Shot. And it's past Luke and in the back of the net. The score will be 2-7. Minute 30 and counting. Charlie takes the face off. West Dundee comes up with it for the most part. They send it across. Brody backhanded it, try to keep it out. Charlie across to Kyle. Kyle sends it up to Landon. Landon backhands it over to Charlie. Beautiful playing. Back to Brody. Tried to get a shot off. Defense got in there. For a moment there, I mean, they're just moving it like... Uh-oh. I think Charlie went down hard, lost his stick. He's slow to get up. He's looking tired. They're all looking tired. They're skating slow, kind of content, I think, to just let the clock run out. 10 seconds left. Brian will take the last face off. And a shot. It's going to come around. Everybody's going to chase it without too much enthusiasm. And time will run out. 5-point loss to West Dundee. Luke played most of the game. About second half of our first period. Armand got some time in the net. Well, we beat these guys once last year, and they beat us once last year. Be nice if we have another game against them this year. Chance to even it up. I'll try and go through the comments once this is over on YouTube and see if, if people have any feedback on whether this was better than Periscope. And we'll see you all tomorrow morning. Those of you who can join us. I'll send out the link as soon as I create the stream. Post it in TeamSnap. And upside of doing YouTube is I can schedule all the streams for the whole weekend in advance. People can just have those and subscribe to them, get a little notification if that's what they want. So, disappointing loss, but not terribly unexpected. They were ranked number 3 in the country, I think, so I hear. So we'll let this one go. Don't forget to be awesome. Don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy. I need a good sign-off tagline. I'm just stealing from other YouTubers. Actually, don't do anything I would enjoy. It wasn't a YouTuber. That was my coworker, Clay Robinson, who passed away about 2 months after retiring from federal service. So there's some lesson there about enjoy life while you can. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Alright, I'm back only because I'm trying to end the stream, and when I tried to do it before, it gave me an error message.